Let's get right. 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 You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Dilla T. And this is No Filters. Always appreciate you hitting that like button for me. Subscribing to the channel so you don't miss an episode and sharing this with the world. And of course, family, when you come here, get comfortable. Get you something to eat. Get you something to drink. Get you something to smoke if that's what you do. Cause you see the title, fam. Ooh. Let's get into this here.
Grammys get slightly weirder, but in 2026, things got much worse. From CeeLo Green and his son appearing on the red carpet looking like demons, to Justin Bieber's underwear performance that looked more like a cry for help than a concert, and Lady Gaga's yearly ritual in front of millions, the Grammys once again proved the Hollywood elite are a bunch of weirdos. Proving that whether you like her or hate her, Nicki was talking facts. Today, we're looking at the moments that prove Nicki Minaj was telling the truth about the Grammys. Just a few days ago, we spoke about Nicki Minaj going to war with the industry on X. Not only did she come at Jay-Z, but she also called out the Grammys directly. Nicki tweeted, "As they do their ritual tonight, God Almighty will reveal himself to them. The ritual will backfire on them. God will not be mocked." Now, Nicki was saying this after being mocked during the opening monologue for her relationship with Trump. She took that opportunity to call the Grammys out for what they really are, a yearly ritual for the Hollywood elite. While I pointed out before that Nicki might be the wrong messenger, I can't deny that she is 100% right about the Grammys. If you don't believe me, this year's show is all the proof you need. The 2026 Grammys once again proved it isn't an award show, it's a scripted ceremony where industry puppets go to amuse the elite, performing strange rituals while receiving meaningless admiration. They prop up these idols on stage and tell you exactly why you should praise them, even while those same celebrities are performing in their boxers just to amuse their overlords. If you think what you're shown at the Grammys is just random or simply art, you couldn't be more wrong. All of these performances are strategically designed to subliminally tell a deeper message. That's exactly what we saw from Justin Bieber's performance. This year, Justin's set isn't going viral because of the music. It's going viral because of how he chose to show up. Justin walked onto the stage wearing nothing but purple satin boxers, socks, and his guitar. With a defeated look on his face, he started singing Yukon. The internet instantly called out how strange this looked. Why was Justin at one of the most prestigious events in the world in his underwear? Was this just for shock value? Or was he trying to tell the world something much more sinister? Ever since rumors started circulating that Justin could have been one of Diddy's victims, he hasn't been the same. We all saw that period where he was acting erratically in public, and many assumed it was because he was feeling the pressures of his past coming to light, including those talks of an alleged tape with Diddy. Recently, Justin has begun appearing defeated in public, and this performance furthered that narrative. On the surface, you could interpret this as Justin showing vulnerability or being stripped of his innocence. Performing in his boxers is a clear metaphor for how the industry stripped them down to nothing and left them feeling naked in front of the world. But I believe it goes even deeper. To me, this seems like a direct nod to the abuse he experienced while growing up in the Hollywood system. How those in the industry took his innocence and tore away at it piece by piece. This is what they made him do behind the scenes to make it big. In Hollywood's twisted way, it's also a form of humiliation. They want to show that at the end of the day, these stars are just circus freaks who will perform in their underwear for your entertainment. This performance shows Hollywood's obsession with placing the truth in plain sight. For years, people talked about the Yummy music video being an exposure of secret industry parties. Now I see that more than ever. Justin is sending that same message here. He was yummy to those Hollywood elites. His performance proves exactly why there were so many high-profile music industry names in those recent Epstein files. He isn't just singing a song, he's showing us his scars. This performance is exactly what Nicki Minaj is talking about. This is what the Grammys are for, presenting the sick, twisted flaws of the music industry as art so fans can cheer and admire it, not realizing they're being shown nothing but demons. Just look at CeeLo Green's red carpet appearance. We often call people in the industry demons figuratively, but CeeLo took it literally. He showed up with his son Lake, wearing blood red contact lenses and heavy black eye makeup to match a bright red outfit. He looked ridiculous, but his son looked like something straight out of the Conjuring movies. Lake had his face painted bone white with hollowed out black eyes, dressed in matching red like his father. This isn't just a fashion choice, it's a representation of how the industry grooms the next generation to keep the tradition alive. Since CeeLo is deep into the dark side of the industry, he's introducing his children to it early, just like we saw with Will Smith and their children. Will and Jada practically raised their children in the industry, and we all saw how that turned out for them. Not only are Jaden and Willow strange, but they have fully taken their place in the Hollywood system. I literally just released a video of Jaden Smith initiating Kai Cenat into the strange world of high fashion. This is what CeeLo and his son were openly showing us at the Grammys. When questioned about the outfit, CeeLo said, "I was born this way."
Because what's going on with the eyes, my guy?
I don't know, what is it?
Oh, what do you mean? These aren't my real eyes? What do you mean?
Are you kidding me? I was born this way.
Kids don't need much to feel like royalty, and right now, the Burger King Kids Meal only costs $3.99.
Chevy is more than just a name you can trust. It's everything you want.
Remember, it's not a competition, it's a learning opportunity. It's totally a...
Pay attention to that. He is telling you this is who he really is. This isn't a costume, it's a revelation. And honestly, CeeLo's look was almost as disturbing as Chapo Rome, who showed up in a sheer nipple ring dress that many are calling a tribute to the biblical Salome. The same Salome who demanded the head of John the Baptist. The reason people think this outfit is inspired by the biblical story of Salome is because it actually is. Miguel Castro Freitas, the creator-director of Mugler, stated that his recent collections, including the one Rome's dress was pulled from, were inspired by famous showgirls of history like the Bible Salome. He noted that the character represents human contradictions and the fetishized cliches of the temptress. The symbolism is everywhere in the Grammys if you know where to look. These are the outfit choices that these celebrities have chosen. This is not random. It is all well planned and strategically chosen to tell a deeper message. It all connects back to the industry's overly lustful environment that for the last few years has begun to rapidly show more than ever. All of this shows us a glimpse of the interactions of the industry, and what we see is truly dark, just like we find in Tyler the Creator's performance. In Tyler the Creator's performance, Tyler continued the dark ritualistic pattern with his own stylized set. He came out wearing the chroma plastic mask with an over-the-top hairdo that is clearly meant to represent horns. During the performance, he literally crashes a Ferrari and rises out of the flames. On the surface, it's a career transition, but what it really represents is a death and rebirth ritual. Tyler is showing the world he is being reborn into a new phase in the industry cycle. You have to pay attention to the story the imagery is really telling, not what's put on the surface for your amusement. This is exactly what Nicki Minaj was talking about. This award show was a literal ritual, just like we saw from the Lady Gaga performance. Year after year, Gaga uses the Grammys as her personal playground for high-level symbolism. But this year, she went full pagan ritual. She performed the track Abracadabra, but in typical Gaga fashion, it wasn't a concert, it was a ceremony. Gaga appeared on stage trapped inside of a massive black wicker cage. Now to Gaga's fans, they just see a cool set design. Gaga always takes her performances to maximum levels of artistry, right? But if you've studied history of the occult, you know exactly what a wicker structure represents. This is a direct callback to the Wicker Man, an ancient Celtic ritual used for human sacrifices. Her song is also titled Abracadabra, which is inspired by the word abrahadabra that was created by Aleister Crowley, who coined it as the magical word. This isn't just artistic imagery, it's directly inspired by real occult ideas. Millions of fans are watching not knowing they're giving their energy to this darkness. None of the fans there ever asked themselves, why would one of the biggest pop stars in the world choose to perform inside of a symbol of sacrifice? As the performance went on, she wasn't just singing, she was presiding over the stage like a high priestess. She was draped in red and black feathers, the colors of the great work in alchemy, representing the final stages of a transformation. When these artists get to a certain level of fame, they are required to pay homage to the system that put them there. For Gaga, the 2026 Grammys were clearly about signaling a new phase, a rebirth. and she emerged looking into the camera with a cold, almost hypnotic stare. It felt like she was telling the audience, the great work was completed. This wasn't art for art's sake. This was a public display of the industry's hidden side, being revealed in front of millions of people who were too distracted by the music to see the ritual right in front of their eyes. Finally, we have to look at the success story of the night, Kendrick Lamar. Now, whether you're a fan or not, it isn't the point here. What we need to look at is the suspicious timing of his massive sweep. On a night where the energy felt dark, where artists were being humiliated in their boxers or performing in cages, Kendrick was the only one allowed to maintain a prestige image. He walked away with 5 Grammys, officially surpassing Jay-Z's record. But you have to ask yourself, why now? We all know that the industry doesn't just give away awards like that for no reason. For decades, Jay-Z was the undisputed hip-hop gatekeeper. He was the one the Grammys used to validate the genre. But with the massive legal clouds currently hanging over the industry elite, from the Diddy files to the recent FBI tip line reports, the industry is in desperate need for a new clean face. They need a new golden child to take the baton and keep the machine running. Kendrick's dominance in 2026 feels less like a celebration of music and more like a strategic handoff. He is being positioned as a successor to the Jay-Z throne. By awarding him everything, the Grammys are essentially making him the new voice of authority. When the Academy gives one man that much power, they're making him the protected one, the new gatekeeper. He becomes the shield they used to say, see, we aren't just about rituals and shock value, we still award real lyricism. But that's the trap. Kendrick's presence gives the show a pass. It makes the public ignore the red demon eyes and the wicker cages because they're too busy celebrating history being made. He isn't being rewarded 5 Grammys for being a rebel. He's being rewarded for being the most effective tool they have to maintain order in a genre that is currently in total chaos behind the scenes. The Grammys is as industry as the industry can get. They are a part of the same system that validated men like Diddy and Jay-Z. If Kendrick was this resistance leader he paints himself as, why is the industry's most prestigious event awarding him with 5 Grammys in one night? While I still feel Nicki is the wrong messenger, and I explained why in this video, we have to acknowledge that even if she's a part of it, Nicki Minaj told us to watch for the ritual during the Grammy. She told us the truth would be revealed. While most people see a rapper winning awards, I see the installation of a new gatekeeper, the older leader being phased out, and the new industry chosen one has officially arrived. When you step back and look at the 2026 Grammys as a whole, the picture becomes undeniable. This wasn't just a series of unfortunate or weird performances. It was a coordinated display. We saw the humiliation of a veteran like Justin Bieber, stripped down in front of the world to remind us who really owns him. We saw the blatant demonic imagery of CeeLo Green and the next generation being initiated into it. We saw Lady Gaga presiding over an ancient Wicca ritual while Chappell Roan played the role of the biblical temptress. And then we saw the crowning of a new industry gatekeeper in Kendrick Lamar, a move designed to keep the culture under control while the older leader phased out. Nicki Minaj told us to watch. She told us that God would reveal the ritual for what it truly is. And on February 1st, that's exactly what happened. They are now placing their symbols, their rituals, and their power moves in plain sight because they believe you're too distracted to notice. The Grammys aren't getting worse just because they're losing talent. They're getting worse because the mass is completely gone. They're no longer pretending that this is about music. It's about the message. It's about the ritual. And it's about making sure you stay asleep while they prop up their idols. But I want to know what you think. Was there a specific moment in this year's show that made you realize something was off? And did I miss something that I didn't cover in this video? If you want to see a part 2, comment part 2 below. Make sure to drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be down there responding to all the ones I can. If you like unfiltered truth, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more just like this. Well, that's it for this video. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Right now, you need to know who you in here with. It's your boy Dilla T and my fam. And this is No Filters. Hit that like button, double tap that screen, become a member right now. We here to save your life. Hit that subscribe button. It's just a double tap. It's a double tap. That's it. We're here to save your life. Get in tune. Don't get it twisted. We're here to read the headline, read in between the lines. Why? Because we cooking.
controversy, it gives me great pleasure to introduce two incredibly talented artists who have risen above the noise, the doubt, the critics, into something beautifully unholy.
Insurance is shady and when does money? Okay.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I hope everybody's doing good, doing well on this Tuesday. We're gonna jump into some crazy stuff today. A video actually came across my desk, and it was Pastor Craig Lewis. For those who don't know who this is a guy who's been exposing a lot of stuff going on within the music industry for years, over a decade, okay? It was him and, man, what's the other guy's name? He passed away already. Somebody put it in the comments. I cannot believe I forgot what the other guy's name was. Anyways, it was two of them, for the most part, that I've known of, Pastor Craig Lewis and another one. And a video I came across today was him talking about how he spoke with different higher elites within the Kingdom of Darkness, from witches to warlocks, and they told him different things that the award shows consisted of, right? Now, I'm not saying I trust everything that's said by just different individuals like this that we bring up here, but there's a lot of different things that I've heard that I've done my own research on, okay? That's key. Don't just take what's being said, do your own research. There's a lot of different things that I've done my own research on that Pastor Craig Lewis has talked about that was true. Amen. That's why I'm willing to come on here and bring something that he said to the platform. Let's just jump right into it when he was talking about these award shows. Check this out.
These award shows, I've talked to people that were high level, high ranking witches, warlocks, and people that operated in darkness. And they told me that in these arenas, people think they're coming to get an award, but it's really an initiation. You think you're coming to get something that you should celebrate when really you're a part of a ritual. It's a satanic ceremony. And I'm gonna prove it to you today. But I'm gonna show you this video first so you can get a good understanding of what went down when it went down. Amen. All right. AdamandBeliever.com/celebratingdarkness.pdf. Okay.
Please welcome to the stage.
This dude, Playboy Cardi, is definitely demonic. Okay? And you know what's crazy is to me is how they let people like this on their stage. They must be in cahoots in some kind of sense to let somebody like Playboy Cardi, somebody who has upside down crosses on his stages, on their platform. This is BET, I think. on their platform. Something is connected, which is wicked. You see what it said? I am music? Bruh, come on.
That's the song he's singing.
So this is the song he's singing. It says, a whole lot of, I can't even make that out. Oh, MF and drugs, a whole lot of MF and cups, counting all these hundreds, done F'd up my thumbs. Percocet, drugs, weed, shawty, I done killed my lungs. I'ma F the whole 1,000 times, shawty, I still ain't done. This is what your children are singing. Absolutely insane. What are you doing?
Every marriage in that building is in trouble. They don't even know it. That's a full ancient divorce ritual. Look at her wedding dress.
Go 0 to lazy with a recliner made for how you sit, stretch, or snooze. Lazy Boy, long live the lazy.
With the new $5
Double
base
tap that
payment,
screen, hit that like button right now. You better subscribe right now. You see what we're looking at. You see what we're looking at. That's what's going on.
Golden Globe winner for Best Picture and now nominated for 8 Academy Awards, including Best Picture of the Year, with exclusive bonus content. Hamnet.
I got game, she got game, we got game. Everybody say, how much games have
If it plugs into your wall and feeds off your electrons, then it...
For those of you that think that gospel music has gone too far.
I don't thank God, cause this is the gospel award, huh?
Well, Uncle, shut me down, bring it. What was that?
Not Gorilla winning the Gospel Award. I completely forgot all about that. This girl won a Gospel Award. It's like BET just spit on gospel artists. They spit on the whole genre. You know how disrespectful that is? For Gorilla to win a Gospel Award? Good grief. Absolutely ridiculous. This is one of Gorilla's lyrics. We're just gonna go past this.
Let me say this to all my TMZ people. Glorilla didn't choose herself. She didn't say, hey, give me the award. Somebody made that decision. So I don't have no, I'm not tripping on Glorilla. I want Glorilla to know I'm a fan. It's 7 p.m. Friday, 95 degrees. You know, let her cook. You know, I'm good with you.
This is Dietrich Haddon, isn't it? I've seen this video before. He's a singer or a pastor or both. He just said he's a fan of Glorilla. You can't make this stuff up.
I'm good with you. So I don't want anybody to think, did you got the problem with Glorilla? No, man. She deserved to be top of the hip hop female artist. She could win. She should win with the hit she's been coming out with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
You spoke to her directly since, you know, that video went viral or no?
No, but I would love to talk to her, love to collab with her. I don't want her to think Dietrich Haddon is her enemy. If anybody's trying to put me and her against each other, you're wrong.
Kurt Franklin is in the building. Kurt, do me a favor when you get your award tonight, don't come up here popping. Jesus, I know, don't do it.
It was so good. It was so good. He's good. He's hilarious. But then I'll also give you this side, and you know, and I want him capped, right? I think that the biggest thing is for me is that I always have to be careful because I know that there's a community of the super religious that if I enjoy something too much, then it comes across like, well, why he not?
Yeah.
Why he?
I mean, there comes a point where you're blended with the world, for sure.
And it's sad because that's where we are now, where a gospel, so-called gospel artist can get up and give a whole anti-Christ interview to the world. And Christians don't catch it, don't even notice. It's because of music. What I've been telling y'all since I started. The only arena you can do this in, you can't do it in politics. An actor can't, nobody can do this. Athlete can't do it. You have to be a musician. And it's because music is able to influence you past your guardian. Bypass your guardian. Kurt has taken everybody that attaches to him into darkness. I'll put the scriptures up. He even said, my body is not God's. It belongs to one or two. So if it's not God's, who is talking to us? So this robot Maria from Metropolis, y'all saw that. They do this ritual because this ritual in that movie, 1920s, I've talked about it before. I don't even remember. Where's Jay? Which video is that, Jay?
Yeah, guys, that was him talking about the award shows. You can. Well,
Like if meat sticks went to the gym. Big meaty meat sticks.
So CeeLo Green showed up to the Grammys looking like a straight demon. I don't know if y'all seen this or not.
Hold on. What's going on with the eyes, my guy?
I don't know. What do you say? I was born this way.
What are you giving us tonight?
Interesting. That's oh, this is my young son.
Hello. Lake Erie? That is amazing. Okay, where's the thought of saying we're gonna name him Lake Erie?
Honestly, it opens up just an air of mystery. It makes it seem like a little bit bigger than, just a human being.
Yeah, your body. I love it. Now hold on. What's going on with the eyes, my guy?
What's going on with CeeLo? What's going on with CeeLo? What's going on with CeeLo? Because what's going on with CeeLo? That's two separate outfits. So this is the outfit he wore on the red carpet. And then this is the outfit he wore on the pre-red carpet. But that's two separate outfits. What's going on with CeeLo?
Now hold on. You gotta raise this because I gotta see these. Raise this hat up a little bit. I don't want to take your thing off, so you do it. Because what's going on with the eyes, my guy?
I don't know. What do you say?
Oh, what do you mean? These aren't my real eyes? What do you mean?
Are you kidding? I was born this way.
What are you giving us tonight?
Interesting. That's
Yeah. Well, you do that well.
Interesting.
It's given Legion. That's what it's given. Legion of Demons. That's what it's given.
You do The pageantry of the Grammy night never gets old. What is it about this night that you love the most?
The flow, being a part of the community, the interest, the esteem, the accoladed, you know what I mean? The acknowledged, you know what I mean? And so we've all just come down to be distinctive, that's it.
What's the music that did it for you this year?
They were just steps ahead of me, but I'm really rooting, even though I don't look it, you know, so like, because I'm just an encompassing of all things art. But as far as rap, real rap, the return of rap, the clips, man.
Wasn't it sick?
Yes, absolutely. Oh, this is my young son.
Hello. Nick? Lake, like, okay, so where's the thought of saying we're gonna name him Lake Erie?
Honestly, I don't know. I guess it opens up just an air of mystery. It makes it seem like a little bit bigger than, you know, just a human being.
Yeah,
you know?
your body. I love it. I love it. Never ending. What's underneath is unknown.
Shut it the hell up in here. You better shut it up in here right now. Hit that like button. Boy, you better double tap the screen right now. Queen Shay in the building. Stop playing with him in here. Oreo. Listen to me. You heard what's going on? No, listen. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at Halloween in February. Supposed to be Valentine's Day coming up. And we got Halloween in February. Now listen to me. He better shut. If I was there, I would have smacked the paint off everybody's eyes. I would have smacked eyes off of them, paint off of them, all of that. Hear me, give me the gap. Listen to me. Excuse me. What really cooks or boils the blood in me, what gets my blood boiling, is that you got you have a father and a son. And this is what he believes in. So he tells his son to believe in it as well. Okay. He sat there and had the nerve, the manhood, the dignity, the pride to dress up like this and have his son do it as well. Listen to me. But when she asked him to stand on business, he said, "This is just interesting." Let's go back, because this is an issue. And this is how you know when these people don't want to do this.
Hello.
This is when you know these people don't want to do it, but yet you do it. And you get all of that, you got kahunas to dress up like Halloween, but don't stand on what you believe in. See, this is where you don't get lost over here with Dilla T and my fam here at No Filters. Hit that like button right now. Hit that, double tap that screen. This is real. Listen to me. I would respect these clowns more for standing on what he believe in than yet him dress up like a goon and he don't even have the foundation to stand on. One, that's the problem. Two, they need us not to know the real this for people to still buy their records, buy their clothes, support them, and do whatever they do. That's the second part that's the problem. But we're gonna get into that later. Hit that like button, double tap that screen. It really boils my blood that they choose to do this, act like this, knowing that you don't come from this, but yet when it's time to get in the camera and they ask you, "What is this?" you say, I don't know, yeah, just interesting. You soft, CeeLo, as medicated cotton. You soft as an alcohol pad. You believe in this and you got your son following you, but you can't stand on business in front of the world, but yet you would dress up in front of the world. No respect for you as a man. I would respect you more as a man for standing on what you as a man believe in. Because you got your son following you, stupid. The dignity, the respect, the manhood of a man raising young men to become men. I would have respected you more that you would have stood on business and said, yeah, that's this, that, and the other. And that's how we coming. And this is my son, and he with it too. So let's keep it real, fam. Sugar in the building. Let's keep it real, fam. If you can incorporate your whole life and surrender your soul to this in its entirety, let's understand what we're talking about. If you can surrender your soul to this in its entirety, dress up, show your allegiance, but when they ask you what it is and what it ain't, you don't even know. You ain't even don't know what it is. You ain't even don't know what it ain't. You in between. But yet you dress up like this and got your son following you. If you ain't with it, get the from round it. We've been saying that for 20-30 since I've been on this earth. Mozo in the building, 100,000, Wiz Kid, Morzano, I see you. This is real Dilla T. You already know what it is. We've always said, if you ain't with it, get from round it. That's real, Chris. The nerve of you. Because you can have your son dress up like this and you can't stand on business and say, this what this is and this is what this ain't. So to me, see, I don't respect that. I don't respect him. I don't even see him as the enemy. I see him as a clown, as a puppet put in place to continue the show. Because you don't even have enough kahunas like Skrilla, who claimed he a warlock and he's in his entirety. See, he claimed what side he on so we can know the battle, so we can know the enemy. I respect you more for that. But yet you will come on here and act like all this extra curriculum, but you got your son following you, and when somebody asks you about you, you don't know what's going on. See, I respect the enemy because they're going to stand on business and say, this is what we claim, this is what we own, this our side of town, this is what we do. F y'all, F you. If it's F me, then it's F you. Oh yeah, see, I respect that. I respect that. But no, I don't respect CeeLo. I don't respect the stands that he ain't taking. Show me state. You gotta show me, fam. And right now, you showing me that you don't even claim what you claiming. Woo! Let's get right again. You showing me that you don't even claim what you've been claiming. But you will have your son come with you? You should be ashamed of yourself. Hit that like button, double tap that screen, subscribe, become a member today. We're here to save your life. It's better for you. Let me tell you something, boy, you gonna fall for everything if you don't stand for something. Because you know how they tell you. If you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. But yet, he seemed like he stand for this, but he don't claim nothing. Because these people just ask you broad daylight what it is and what it ain't. And you don't even know how to answer. So what that tell you about these people that's moving like this, fam? Y'all really claim what you doing, or you see this further let me know y'all ain't built like this. See, you know them Gothica type folk. You know them Gothica type folk. Everything black, nails black, everything black. Ain't nothing else but black. Nothing but darkness. See, they claim what they own. They letting you know how they coming. They let you know what they believe in. They let you know, don't come on this side of town, fam, if you ain't with darkness. See, they let you know. They let you know. The respect is real. Hey, listen, we don't rock with you. This what we doing, stay over there. See, they let you know. But this, you got a nerve to do the Grammys where the globe is watching and you can't even say who you riding with? CeeLo, you look like you soft. You look like one of them little dudes in the playground back in elementary, just soft, fat little boys. One of them fat boys eating Twinkies that was soft. Yeah. Yeah. And now you got your son dressing up like it's Halloween tonight. Like he ain't finna. And you know what's funny? He dressing up like he really bout that action, like he bout that life. But when he open up his voice, he like, oh, hi, how are you? Oh, no, nothing. It's all good. How are you? Yes. Just my name. Yeah, it's just my name. Yeah. You know. Yeah, we're just here. Yes. This is just Grammys. This is great to be here. It's my name's Nick. My name's Nick, yeah. And we're here. Yeah. It's my dad, CeeLo. Yeah, say hi. Yeah, we're good. We're here. So really? Oh, yeah, it's all that. Come on, fam! His son ain't even built for what he wearing. His daddy like, yo, listen, I'm gonna put the eyes on and I want you to put the face on. So, you know, we just gonna go together like we just little baby demons. But we ain't gonna say nothing to nobody about what we doing. Boy, get everybody smacked for that. Everybody need to get smacked for that. What? Everybody deserve a punch, smack. What? But yet, this is how you know they. My point. You know we got a point. You better hear today. Hear my point. This is my point. The point about it is, it's not even aimed for us. It's not aimed for us. This is a weak-minded move. The reason why he didn't say what it is and what it ain't, because he's going to let our kids determine what this is and what this ain't. Let me say that again for the people in the back. This is to be determined by our children of what this is and what this ain't. And that is the biggest thing that matters more in here tonight about understanding who they targeted. Because if he would have really broke down the levels and everything that came with it, they would have been able to put everything in the right spot right there. But no, it's not for that. It's for just like they say, do what thou wilt. Make your own decision. Everything is in play. Hold up, Lori. They got it messed up in her cat in the building. Don't play with us tonight, my G. You understand? This is what it matters most about the situation. And because of that right there, that is what I'm trying to get you to understand why he never really said what it was. But I still don't respect him, because if this is what you choosing to make your life be sold to, and you're choosing to surrender you and your kids and your family to this, I would respect you more to stand on it, but you can't. Why? Because they choose to let our kids make decisions today for themselves where they're not even mentally prepared for the dangers and those decisions that they don't even know they're putting themselves in. This is a situation where they want us to let our kids say, hey, that's amazing. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at them. They just dressing up. They just saying stuff. But this is how you know even more that if you're in the Grammy Award or in the award show and you're in there, that's just like being in church when they used to tell you, you in the midst. Being in the midst of worship, being in the midst of God moving as he's moving. Being in the midst of movement, saying like my mama used to always tell us, being in the midst, you can get, because he's moving. He's just in the midst. He's moving, right? But that's just even knowing how the devil is the prince of the air. And knowing how he's moving, swimming, looking, seeking whom he can devour. That's what it's saying. That's a real thing. So if that be the case, I'm trying to break down to you even more that they are aiming for the kids. This is for the kids. This ain't for us. Because we know this ain't really what it is. This is for the kids to look at this and be like, oh, look at fam. Oh, look at them. Oh, look at them. They dressing up at the award show. And kids ain't gonna do nothing but just follow this because this looks interesting. Ain't that what he just said? He said this is interesting. That is why our kids gonna look at it, because it's interesting. And that is the most creative, calm, safe word that you can use for this behavior. This behavior, they know what they're doing. Hit that like button, double tap that screen. We about to save somebody's life tonight because somebody think that this is really aimed at nothing. But let me tell you something for real. This behavior requires interesting to our kids. That's why he said, oh no, I'm just, interested.
Now hold on, you gotta raise this because you know I gotta see these. Raise this hat up a little bit. I don't want to take your thing off, so you do it. Because what's going on with the eyes, my guy?
I don't know. What are you saying?
Oh, this. What do you mean? These aren't my real eyes? What do you mean?
Are you kidding? I was born this way.
What are you giving us tonight?
Interesting.
And think about how a child would look at that. I was born this way. I was born this way. See, he knows what he's doing. You know how many people are tuning into this that are children? Weak-minded kids, have no direction, knows nothing. He's saying he was born this way. Right, so everything that would say this is what's bad and everything, he's just putting it out there. I was born this way and this is interesting. Hit that like button, double tap that screen. Listen up.
Yeah. Well, you do that well.
Interesting.
It's given Legion. That's what it's given. Legion of Demons. That's what it's given.
You do that well. The pageantry of the Grammy night never gets old. What is it about this night?
I got you, sugar. You know who you is. No filters. We got
the flow.
I got you.
Being a part of the community, the interest, the esteem, the accoladed, you know what I mean? The acknowledged, you know what I mean? And so we've all just come down to be distinctive. That's it.
What's the music that did it for you this year?
They were just steps ahead of me, but I'm really rooting, even though I don't look it, you know what I'm saying, like, because I'm just an encompassing of all things art.
You are.
But as far as rap, real rap, the return of rap, the clips, man.
Thank you so much, Kat.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, this is my young son.
Hello. Nick? Lake, like Lake Erie? That is amazing. Okay, so where's the thought of saying we're gonna name him Lake Erie?
Honestly, I don't know. I guess it opens up just an air of mystery. It makes it seem like
the boy's voice don't even go with his look. Yeah, it just opens up an interesting thought in mind of what it could be. Just a mystery of my name. Yeah, Lake Erie. This is deception at its finest, fam. Like you don't know what your name means, stupid? What? Hit that like button, let's go.
A little bit bigger than, just a human being.
Yeah, your body.
Yeah.
I love it.
Bigger than just a human being. His man said, yeah, the name is like a mystery and bigger than a human being. Come on, fam, that's out of body.
I love it. Never ending. What's underneath is unknown. All of that good stuff.
Yeah.
I can dig it. Listen, y'all have the time of your lives tonight. You gonna turn a couple corners at the end of the night?
I will.
Yeah.
So I'll see you around.
Okay, baby.
It's just normal Grammy behavior.
Buddy with the music universe, we chatted a few years ago on phone. So tonight, you're performing?
Yeah. Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell? Okay. And you working on any new music yourself?
Yeah, man. Things are looking up. The possibilities are endless for this year. So I'll be a little discreet about it, but just keep your eyes peeled for this year.
Could we possibly see some other live dates follow?
Oh, I would hope so, definitely. That is the plan. Yeah.
And could you describe maybe being discreet but not giving away too much? Can you describe maybe?
Dog, can somebody get a new reporter on every single news station at the Grammys? Like, what are y'all asking? These questions have no substance, no value, no direction, no nothing. No nothing. Like, buddy, CeeLo.
Now hold on.
CeeLo.
You gotta raise this because you know I gotta see these.
CeeLo.
Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel magnifies the power of hyaluronic acid.
Over 1,200 5-star reviews. The Bruning Law Firm, guiding you forward after an injury.
Confidence is not a mindset, it's an achievement. In the GMC series.
Alright, bet. Watch me throw this down. That's dope. Try this. Put that dunk on the moon.
Nick Jones, question. What the heck are you doing, brother? You can be real with me. Who did this to you? Who did this? Who done fondled you to this point, dog? I don't know what's going on. You come up here with some red contacts, bro. You come up here with some red contacts. Clearly demonic stuff. It's not even like you're trying to say like, oh, it's inspired by art or stuff like that. No, it's clearly demonic. The cross is very telling. I don't know what's on his throat. It looked like, hold on. Hold on. Oh, it looked like Hebrew. I might be tripping. It looked like Hebrew for a second. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on here. I guess I do. And maybe it goes back to the same conversation that we were having before. You know, these individuals are so lost that they literally think the appearance of evil is something to play with. They literally think there's some fashion appeal to presenting your body as an evil, demonic type of depiction. And once again, it points to the condition of one's heart. To not only sit up here on the red carpet and you do something like this because you want attention. You do something like this because you know that people are going to watch. Now, unfortunately for CeeLo, I don't think this story really got as much attention as he probably wanted from it, because he's largely been very irrelevant, you know, since that one song that he put out years and years and years ago, that, you know, FU song that he put out years and years and years ago. And he probably is behind the scenes, and he's probably producing music, and he's probably doing stuff behind the scenes that I know nothing about. But regardless, to say, you know what, I'm gonna dress up like this, and then I'm also gonna get my son to dress up like this as well. And then I'm also gonna have, I don't know who that was in the other clip, his girlfriend or whatever.
And see this Nick right here, shout out to Nick, shout out to Nick, shout out to Nick. Always watching this channel, respect to Nick. But listen to me. Cause you know we read in between the lines here, no filters. Hit that double tap that screen. Listen to me. This is how they communicate. Listen to me. Stop whatever you're doing. Listen to me. This is how they communicate. Everything is done through camera. Everything is done through lens. Everything is done through side language. Everything is done through wins. Okay? Because understanding, they all have to make a move publicly. They know the type of move that has to be made. They're going to do humiliation and things and things and more things to get the attention. Now, listen. It's all about who does the worst for the greatest turnout. Because the worst great turnout, the worst that's done to turn out great, that's how you're rewarded. Because he's going to do this, and then he even so much had his son do it, to where they're like, hey, listen, we're doing this. This is us. This is how we coming. And even the attention he wanted or the viral moment he wanted may not have happened. So the award may not be as big. But that's the communication. When it comes to them dressing up like this, looking like that, painting their nails, all of a sudden, even when NBA Youngboy back in that day, we seen him having some changes. And all of a sudden, he painting his nails black, painting his face, his eyes, things of that. He knew what he was doing when he did it. So what I'm telling you is, they all have to do it, but they're going to do it in their own manner to do it at a high level and the worst to be done the worst. Because they know the offerings. They know the exchanges. They know the rewards for their sacrifices. They know. So anytime you get a CeeLo Green keep dressing like this, he want his money to continue to pour in. These rituals have become something of regularity. And they also know that the world is changing within itself. Because think about this. The more rituals done, the more the world becomes even more demonic. Let me say that again. The more rituals, the more demonic the world becomes. See, while we sitting here talking in no filters right now, somebody somewhere doing a ritual right now. Oh! I don't think nobody knew that. We just saved somebody in here right now. Somebody just took that in. Somebody just got that. Somebody, bodies are doing them right now as we speak. So what you need to understand is this is another reason why the world daily gets worse. Why the year gets worse. Why the minutes gets worse. The seconds, the hours, the months, the weeks, the days. You hear me? Somebody right now doing a ritual somewhere. And where you think that's going? The reciting in the air is going in the air. And as the prince of the air floats, seeking whom to devour, rituals are given. That's like powering up. Woo! Somebody listening. I feel like somebody listening to me, but not enough. Hit that like button, double tap that screen. Somebody hearing me, but not enough. I'm trying to tell you how things are operating right now. Rituals are being given as the prince of the air swims and flows through the air. And as these are happening and these rituals are being given, that's like powering him up. That's giving electric power to a source as it just sits there and just flies through the air daily, seeking whom to devour, looking for the worst to make bad, looking for bad to make worse, looking for worse to make evil, looking for evil to cause chaos, corruption. I mean, we can keep going. But the biggest thing I'm trying to get you to understand is nothing is stopping it. That is the biggest point that I'm making today, tonight, right now. Nobody and no one is stopping it. And yet, do you know what you got to do? Because if that's the case, then it's spiritual warfare. Now somebody hear me. Because it being spiritual warfare, now you got to go get all the weapons of warfare in the spiritual realm. And that's the only spiritual realm that I know that you can put on is the whole arm of God. What you talking about spiritual warfare. Now, if it's physical warfare and we on earth, we finna go get hammers. But even knowing that, we know that it's spiritual warfare. So some operating in this physical form that got this person coming at me that's making me have to come off the hip. You get what I'm saying, fam? So you got to really believe. Do you understand this spiritual warfare where you got to be praying against this person and them demons that's off in them that's coming at you because the way it's coming and make you got to come off the hip physically. But when you know it's deeper, you got to be praying spiritually. I ain't never told you to put it up. I ain't never told you to put it away. I actually told you to go load it up, put the clip in there, put an extra to the side, and make sure that thing is in reach. I ain't never said put it up. Because as well as we can call on God, you better... What? You better hear me. As well as you can, you need to be able to... What are we talking about? Because ain't no way we don't understand how things are operating. So again, as rituals are going up each and every moment, daily, second, minute, hour, week, days, months, years, as well as those same people like us that operate and believe in the Most High, believe in Jesus, there are people that believe in Satan. There are people that believe in demons. You thought Tinkerbell was just Tinkerbell because she was just little and cute and was flying in the air. But Tinkerbell is really a demonic. They present it to you and your kids in Disney World. Make you feel like it's really something, but really that's demons. Those are demonic spirits. Those are different. What? And the worst case scenario is that you don't know what to do if one was in your face. Do you know what to do if you knew a demon was in your face? You wouldn't even know what to do. So when you hear things like the prayers of the righteous availeth much, but yet you got people doing rituals every day just to get money. Think about it. The music industry has changed so fast now that it's nothing but rituals just to get money. It's nothing but humiliation just to get money. It's nothing but good being looked at as bad and the bad is looked at as good just to get money. If you don't show that you're disgusting, sick, evil, and have no place of great or good, you can get money. So when I tell you the worst place is knowing how bad things have gotten, because all the prayers that are going up are not in Jesus' name. All the prayers going up are not of good, great, and safe. All the prayers going up is not to keep you, protect you. All the prayers going up is definitely not for you. I implore you to know what to do. I implore you to understand what a hex is. I implore you to understand the power of the tongue. I implore you to understand power. Because there's power in the tongue. And I'm going to tell you something. People believe in a lot. People believe in a lot of names. People believe in a lot of descriptions. People believe in a lot of words. But to me and where I came from, there's only power in one name. I heard that it's only power in a name that make demons shiver, shake, tremble. I heard. It's a lot of names. It's a lot of science. It's a lot of chemistry. It's a lot of philosophy. It's a lot of education. It's a lot of religions. But I only heard there's only power in one name. Somebody typing it right now, because I think somebody believe what I believe. See, if you believe what I believe, you can just type it right now in the comment box right now. If you believe what I believe, type it right now. It's power in one name. Because what I've seen and been through, I've called that name and I've seen things change. It may not have happened when I wanted it, but it was on time. Do you feel me, fam? And I couldn't believe it probably. Because we physical. We living in a physical form, but it's a spiritual warfare. So if we're living in physical form, but it's a spiritual warfare, somebody's seeing something. Let me tell you something about God and Jesus. The difference. No, stop. Whatever you're doing, and listen to me right now, because somebody confused. It's a reason why they have to ask you, what God you talking about? You ever tripped off that? They always gotta say what God you talking about when we say God. You ever trip off that? See, you always a question when we're using G-O-D. See, that's why in America, when things happen, they never want to express what's really real and the differences in the name and what power lies, because you know the world is not of his name, but yet they'll use God. Why is the name God have to be questioned? Yeah, is it because not his power in it, or because even more, there are more than one God? The letter, the nerve, and the name God runs in every religion. So for me and you, and for you and whoever else, there has to be a separation in knowing why is there never a question when we mention Jesus, but there's always a question when we say God. Have you ever thought of that? See, nobody questions the name of Jesus, but they will question, what God do you believe in? Somebody hear me here. They will always question what God you believe in, but they never say what Jesus you talking about. Am I lying? They never. The world we living in, you better specifically say what you believe in and who it is. Because you need to understand that even in this world, we believe we are gods. There are people in the world that believe we are gods. There are people that believe we are gods ourselves. Oh, you need to know how deep it gets. Oh, it gets real deep. Because the belief is what's going to make a broad way to hell and a pathway to heaven. Oh, trust me, partner. It's going to make a belief for you. You going to go this way or that way. Trust me. So these conversations we having right now, oh yeah, write it down. Because you will go back and say, I think that was right. Yeah, it's a reason why it's a broad way to hell and a pathway to heaven while we talking about what God you believe in. Or do you believe you're a God yourself? Okay, well, if that's the case, what powers do you have? And if that's the case, why can't nobody call on you and you manifest a blessing for them? I'll wait. No, I'll wait. Tone in the build. I want to know so much, if you are God, why can't I pray to you and you manifest that blessing? I want to know if you're a God. I want to know why you can't keep me when I ain't never been want to be kept. I want to know why you didn't keep me when I didn't want to be kept all these years in my life. I want to know when something came up and when nobody around, Who removed me out of something that I'd have been dead? I just want to know, if you were God, why you ain't did that for me? It's so funny when we start talking about how his ways are like ours, or how he don't think like us, but yet you telling me you a God. Boy, you won't forgive your brother and your sister for some stupid they just did yesterday for nothing. And you still holding on to that grudge from 10 years ago. You won't even forgive, and you telling me you a God. Oh, I ain't hear you. What you say? You what? You won't even forgive. Right now. Your own people. Your own self. How you a God? But yet you can be forgiven for everything you doing right now and walk right on in to peace everlasting. That's crazy to hear to me. That's crazy to hear to me. That's why I'm trying to tell. It's funny to be like, we this, we that, but you won't even forgive nobody. Who is you? How are you that? You couldn't take on the whole armor of mankind. You definitely wouldn't put your body on the cross for mankind. You better shut up in here talking to me. You better shut it up in here right now talking to me. Get smacked quick. Because you ain't getting on no cross for all of us. You ain't even dying for your partner. How you gonna die for all of us? You better shut up talking about what you think you is. Stupid. But you got all that mouth about who you is. It's funny, man, because people kill me how they thinking they this and that, and they can't even forgive people. How you can take on us as people? We have to learn every day on how to be people every day. You trip off that, how we have to learn every day on how to still be people every day. We learn it every day. Look at TV. Look at everything. Everything they give us, everything they supply us, everything they tell us about, that is them steady trying to teach us about us every day. They teaching you how to be a human every day. So how are you and if you are, we need to come out of this body. Because there are people that don't even believe that there is a living entity of power and spirit in your body. So how you think you a God? You don't even believe that. Tell somebody you're more than who you are. Type it in the comment. Tell somebody you're more than who you are. You just don't know it yet. Aha! You feel me, fam? Hit your water, hit your drink, hit it right now. Hit that like button, double tap that screen. Tell somebody you're more than who you are. You just don't know it yet. You're more than who you are.
Stuff like this as well. You guys. Sometimes I don't even know what to say. This is one of those times. It's just very odd. It is very odd. So many broken people that are so lost and so deceived. What's up, y'all? Just a reminder to come to Twitch if you want. I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to. But if you want to hang out, if you want to chat, if you want to join the community, we got a lot of people in there. Well, not a lot of people. Honestly, I actually like it like this because it is relatively.
boy Jim Onda with massive air. And what's that? Never seen that before. A brand.
You know the Grammys are supposed to be respectable, right? A night for legends, classy fashion, and incredible music. But what we actually got was memes, mishaps, and the weirdest award show moments in years. We're talking F-bombs missed by censors, legendary icons stumbling on stage, and speeches that had the entire room buzzing. So
I am probably the president's #1 fan.
Every single person here, John Legend, Billie Eilish, FINNEAS, Nicki Minaj is not here. She is not here.
But judging from her Twitter posts, Nicki was definitely watching the Grammys on Sunday night when host Trevor Noah mentioned her during his walk and talk monologue. Now, more cutting than any joke that Trevor could have told. Listen to the reaction from the audience when they find out, yeah, Nicki is not going to be at the Grammys.
She is.
Yeah, that's not an entire arena cheering, but I mean, that's a collection of, general fans of music. And hearing that you're not going to be there, that's the amount of cheering that happens. Yikes, Nicki Minaj, yikes. They might have noticed Chrissy Teigen using hand gestures as her reaction to Nicki not being there, but clearly Nicki didn't notice the first time around she saw this, so I'm going to come back to Chrissy.
She is still at the White House with Donald Trump discussing very important issues.
This was last Wednesday that Nicki showed up in D.C.
But Nicki makes a lot of money and she's generously stepping up. She's investing hundreds of thousands of dollars in Trump accounts to support the children.
It's been an hour, ain't
so many questions about what he just said, but I'm not going down that.
Forget about me,
yeah,
huh?
Nicki, you're going to invest.
It's all good. It's no bills.
Named after the guy who filed for bankruptcy 7 times. Okay,
you forget Dealatofficial, huh?
Well, I don't know what to say.
That's going to become very evident very quickly.
The hate or what people have to say, it does not affect me
So
at all.
We've seen time and time again that what people say about Nicki absolutely affects her, 100%.
It actually motivates me to support him more.
Well, then Nicki, to follow your thinking, that means the hate that people say affects you. Anyways, Trevor proposed probably a much more useful topic of conversation than anything that was said at that press conference.
Actually, Nicki, I have the biggest ass. I have it. Everybody's saying it, Nicki. I know they say it's you, but it's me.
Yeah, it wasn't even an insult towards Nicki. I mean, Nicki's a big fan of her own ass. Like, she's written several lyrics about it. I mean, entire songs about her ass.
Oh my gosh. Look at her butt.
Of course, it doesn't matter because
thank you so much for having my back.
Oh, also Nicki on Sunday night, she tweeted, Trevor refuses to come out and everyone in the industry knows his boyfriend, allegedly. Wow, Nicki, that was really clever. Well done. She then included photos of Jay-Z with Aaliyah and then Beyonce. Not clear. Now, I don't know if Trevor Noah has a boyfriend. I know that he dated Minka Kelly for a long time and he dated Dua Lipa. Maybe he's bi, maybe he's straight, and Nicki doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. And yeah, Nicki, if everyone knows who his boyfriend is, that's not really being in the closet, is it?
Wop, wop, wop. Look at it, baby.
Let's get down to the core of this. Nicki wanted to tweet something to smear Trevor, something bad about Trevor, something that would make people look, unfavorably towards Trevor. So yeah, Nicki sees being gay as, not something, that's an insult to say that to somebody. Well done, Nicki. Well done. I see a homophobic ass all the way from you.
Are you Marsha?
I am. I am.
Thanks for meeting me here.
It was Bad Bunny who...
Got this video right here suggested to me. If any of you want to watch any videos together, you can always DM me the link to my Instagram or just comment it down below. The title of this video right here is Something Demonic Happened After She Mentioned Jesus. Seems like it's Olivia Dean at the Grammys. Let's see what's going on.
Thank you.
Yeah, she said Jesus Christ and then blurted it out.
If you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg.
The Grammy Awards have been held in a night that's supposed to be about celebrating music and art has once again turned into a night of performative politics.
No one is illegal on stolen land. really hard to know what to say and what to do right now. And I feel really hopeful in this room, and I feel like we just need to keep fighting and speaking up and protesting, and our voices really do matter, and the people matter, and this is all I want to say. Sorry.
So according to Billie Eilish, illegal immigration is just not a thing. Like, this is coming from someone who's in a guarded $14 million mansion. And after that, Billie Eilish is now facing calls to give up her property. And isn't it interesting when you think about the fact that every person in that room has gone through security screening, they are protected with armed security guards outside, but the focus of the speeches is around celebrities telling ordinary people just how bad immigration and customs enforcement is.
Before I say thanks to God, I'm gonna say eyes out.
The cheers. That was Bad Bunny, who will be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show. Last year, people were making political statements about Palestine. This year, not one person spoke about the thousands of protesters being killed in Iran. This year was all about FI, so that was what was on trend. The brilliant comedian Ricky Gervais has weighed in on the woke madness, reminding celebrities, well, saying that they're still not listening to him, reminding them of the advice he offered at the Golden Globes in 2020.
Now, I didn't want to talk any more about the Grammys, but
I mean, like, who is he for people to listen to? Why would he expect people just to, you know what I'm saying, just take his word and like go by it? Like, this man is it?
Cause think about it. This man just said, hit that like button, double tap the screen, listen to me. This is what this man said. This man said, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, okay? He also said, you're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. Now, listen to me. They know what they're doing by saying that. And they chose a comedian of his caliber to say those words. Now, those words are real words. They really mean what they're saying. They like, yo, when you win your award, don't get up here feeling like some type of way because you rich and can say what you want. Don't do that. Don't use your time to start talking about Trump. Don't start talking about Minneapolis, ISIS, nothing of that. That's what this is, fam. So that's like an all-out calling of saying that. But yet they use the comedian to say it. And really the comedian is saying, do that, do that. But they try to put it out there to be funny. So that's how they operate in that type of way, fam. Because when I seen him say that, I'm like, all right, so this is a part of the script. See, think about it. When I said they chose Obama to give us hope, they chose Obama to give us hope. They chose George Bush to give us terrorists. And they chose Trump to give us chaos. Just like they chose that comedian to say those words that the Grammys mean. You understand what I'm saying? So that's more so what it is than actually acting like we don't know what it is. This is what this is.
Come on, bro. 20. Now, I didn't want to talk any more about the Grammys, but then Billie Eilish happened. And, well, you need to hear this, if only to marvel at the sheer audacity of modern celebrity reasoning. Now, as you know, Donald Trump is rounding up people living in the US illegally. Democrats are outraged, naturally, because feelings now outrank law, history, and even basic logic.
That's something that I'm gonna actually write that down right now so we can watch together. Because I've heard there's been some very crazy clips, like just like of people recording ICE just popping out of a regular car, you know, with assault rifles, you know, what's it called, bulletproof vest on, and just coming after regular people. And some of them are even citizens that they are legally here. It's like a level for rap.
Trying to predict the future is a hazard.
I know they're going to try to kick me off here, so just let me try to get this out. First of all, Jesus, I hear you and I'm listening, Lord. I am listening, Lord.
So ridiculous.
Howdy,
Howdy, y'all. I'm Brylan. So the Grammys happened last night, and it was exactly what you thought it would be. A cesspool of satanic radical leftists virtue signaling the latest radical left talking point as if what they say actually matters to the little people they despise. You know, you and me. However, something happened at the Grammys that I think everybody needs to be aware of. You know, spiritual warfare is never ending, at least until the return of Christ. So we must be vigilant on what is going on in our culture so that we're not caught unaware and unable to defend the truth. You know, ignorance is not bliss, actually. So in this video, I'm going to show you some insane moments from the Grammys that will have you questioning, how much longer, Lord? How much longer? Also, this guy was there. So unique and inspiring. This isn't blackface, by the way, because, well, liberal white women aren't mad about it. I think. Hey, if you get value from this video, would you consider hitting that thumbs up button? You know when you like this video to get pushed out to more people, and it would really help spread the truth. So one of the highlights of the night came from Billie Eilish, believe it or not. Yeah, I believe it.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
Hi, Lord.
Yeah, it's just really hard to know what to say and what to do right now, and I feel really hopeful in this room, and I feel...
Okay, it's really hard to know what to do and what to say because you don't think for yourself. You're just regurgitating the radical left agenda, and she just forgot the rest of the talking points.
Like, we just need to keep fighting and speaking up and protesting, and our voices really do matter, and the people matter, and I'm saying sorry.
So what she ended her little speech there with was F-ice, okay?
That's real.
This is going to be a theme you notice throughout the whole night. They were given their marching orders. Now you got to love how these celebrities actually think they are so profound. You know, Billie Eilish and most every celebrity at the Grammys just regurgitate the same radical left ideology, and they think they're being bold and inspiring. Yet all they are literal sheep that are being led to the slaughter by the one they sold their souls to for fame and fortune. You know, Satan hates these people and wants to destroy them, but he wants to use them to bring as many people with them as he can through their power and their influence. And you gotta love the irony of Billie Eilish talking about how America is stolen land. Again, just the ultimate virtue signal. Because it's not like she has a $2.5 million ranch home in Glendale, California, or, I don't know, a mansion in Malibu or something that's worth like $5 million. But, you know, just hypothetically, say she does have, I don't know, almost $10 million worth of homes in California. It's good to know that she's open to anybody and everybody just showing up at her residence, and they would be welcomed with open arms because, well, it's stolen land, so technically it's not hers, and I don't know, we all live there now. By the way, I did a video called What's Happening to Billie Eilish. I really recommend you go watch that video. In this video, I walk you through exactly what Billie Eilish believes and why she believes what she believes. And I think it would really surprise you to find out what I show you in this video. The next highlight of the night comes from totally not a sheep, Bad Bunny.
We're not savage, we're not animals, we're not aliens, we are humans, and we are Americans. I will say to the people, I know
so much, Monique. Hit that like button, double tap that screen.
To know, not to hate on these days.
Okay, just so you understand, this is a guy that hates speaking English because it's the language of the white man. It's the language of America. And so he hates speaking English. So him speaking English here is actually something that he swore he'd never do. In fact, this guy, well, he hates America, and he swore he'd never perform in America again. And don't forget the irony of him being Puerto Rican. So, did he figure that one out yet?
The only thing that is more powerful than hate is love. We don't hate them. We love our people, we love our family, and that's the way to do it.
Now, Bad Bunny also had an ice out message for the night, but you know, what these people don't understand is that he's sitting here talking about, we don't hate them, we love our people. Okay, yes, the left has made it known that they hate you, okay? Don't forget that. But remember, the love that Bad Bunny's talking about and that the love claims to embrace, the Bible tells us what kind of love that is. It's not a love of good. It's not a love of God. It's not a love of truth. It is a love of money. It is a love of wickedness. It is a love of self. Now, Bad Bunny, again, has been outspoken for years about his hatred for America. He's even threatened to never perform in America again, yet he's going to perform at the Super Bowl next week. He's even refused to speak English, like I said, on certain occasions because he hates our culture. That's why radical leftists want open borders, because they hate you and want to replace you. You know, Bad Bunny, worshiping, cross-dressing, gender-neutral, American-hating, Latinx soy boy is the epitome of radical leftism. All those things are true, by the way. He admits them himself. You know, the sad thing is that so many young people will fall for this garbage. Trevor Noah, one of the radicalist radical leftists, and one of the worst hosts imaginable, they had this exchange last night as well. Listen to him and Bad Bunny.
Can I ask you a favor? If things keep getting worse in America, can I come live with you in Puerto Rico? Trevor, I have some news for you. Puerto Rico's part of America, so just don't tell them. Don't tell them, baby. I need a plan B.
They sit here and mock America and Americans. They mock truth. They hate you, they hate God, they hate the truth. And it's funny how the left always threaten to leave the United States, but they never do, because they're hypocrites. And the reality is they would hate to live in a country where their agenda is actually instituted. And yeah, I guess Bad Bunny did figure it out. Also, you gotta love when leftists flee blue states and move to red states just to vote for the same policies they're fleeing. It all makes total sense if you just turn your brain.
Okay, now think about this for a second, right? He's speaking about several different titles: left, right, liberal, conservative, Democrat, blue, red, this. And it's so funny because we're not talking like that over here. We're not talking like that. We're not putting titles on stuff, none of that. We're not calling people liberals, conservatives. Listen, stop. That was the same grounds this whole country and everything was raised on. Saying, hey, these people feel like this, so they're liberals. These people feel like this, so they're conservatives. These people feel like this, so they're just outright bold. These people feel like they got more money, so they're Republicans. And these feel like they have. This is really what life is like on this planet called Earth. And you really wouldn't fathom the thoughts that really need you. Like, this world really needs you. This world needs your mind. This world needs your soul. This world needs your time. This world needs your understanding. This world needs your unity. This world needs your togetherness. This world needs your knowledge. Because I'm going to be real, no knowledge was really put in place until man found out about it, experimented, and voila, it became real. Whether that's electric, it don't matter what was what. Whatever was discovered, man had to look at that and discover it. So I think it's so important when we're talking about what I'm saying now is that we need you. We need you. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. We need you. Because you may be the missing link to the love that's needed. You may be the missing link to the discovery that's needed. You may be the missing link to the connection that we all have disconnected. You may be the one to go figure out how AI needs to stop. You may be the one to figure out how to hold ISIS to an understanding. You may be the one to hold Trump accountable. You may bring the one to bring light to darkness. You may be the one to inform, understand, and be aware. The point I'm making is that everything that's happened in life, it's always been one of us. You better hear me. It's always been one of us. It has never not been white, black, Hispanic, your body green, your body purple, whatever. A dog, a cat. It's always been one of us. There's no way anything works hand to hand, even if it's good to bad, even if it's bad to bad. It takes one of us for it to circulate, for it to travel. We need you. Tell somebody we need you. Right now, type it in the comment. Tell somebody we need you. Tell somebody at your house right now. Tell somebody at home with you right now, we need you. Tell somebody on the side of you right now, touch them and just tell them we need you. I need you. Just touch, just call. If you're on the phone with somebody right now, just tell them we need you. Do you hear me? I don't care about none of that. Just tell them just tomorrow when you listen to me, when God wake you up, just tell somebody we need you. They not even gonna know what you talking about. But just plant that seed. Because one would plant the seed. One water it, and God got to let he do the growing. Tell somebody we need you. Tell somebody we love you. We need you. Because without you, we may not be the ones to find out how to bring something down that's been hurting the world. We may not be the ones to understand how the world can still live as AI employees. We may not be the ones that can keep peace. But we got to tell somebody we need you. Because people need to understand the power of numbers, the power of people. People don't really know what it takes. It's certain things that you can do that this person can't do. There are things we can do here at No Filters that nobody else can do. So that's why I say we need you. Because there's something that you can do that I can't. There's something you can do that we can't. There is something that move the world or change the decisions that the bad has been made tomorrow, that only you can employ, influence, or change. So again, I urge you to tell somebody we need you. Because I'm here to tell you we need you. We need you to open up your mouth. We need you to go tell somebody what's going on. We need you to stop and say, no, that ain't right. No, we not doing that. No, that ain't cool. We need you. You understand me? We need you. Because without you, it ain't no tomorrow. And that's a literal thing. Without you and me, we don't create kids. Without us, we don't create more population. We need you. Without us, the world don't keep going on. We need you. See, you thought I was just talking. No, you ain't heard me. We got to multiply. We need you. Too much going on in incarceration. Too much going on in unaliving people. Too much going on with people thinking they got to do rituals and humiliations just to get money, just to live a certain way. But we are here to let them know that we doing just fine on how we living today. We need you. Somebody need to hear you tell them, stop. Don't think that way. Don't act like them. We need you. Somebody kids, nieces and nephews, little cousins, moving a certain way, and they only can hear your voice. We need you. Your voice, the only one that can tell them stop, drop, and get off of that right now. We need you. You don't know how valuable you are until you show your value. Let me say that again for those in the back. We really don't know how valuable you are until you show your value. We need you. When all else fails, we need you. When we go to war, yet we lose the battle, but we win the war, we need you. Somebody can't open their mouth and pray right now about something that's going on in their life, but yet you know about the same situation and you ain't open up your mouth because it ain't you directly affecting you. We need you. Open up your damn mouth for somebody else. We need you. Metropolitan Detention Center in the building. We need you. This is real. I urge everyone and each and every one of y'all to understand how bad you're needed in the world. You think you going through something? You think whatever you doing ain't enough? You think that you ain't where you want to be. So you think today don't matter until you get there. That's a lie from the pit of hell. We need you. If you don't get what I'm saying, you'll understand it later. But we need you. Hit that like button, double tap that screen. It's really real. We need you. It's a reason why we need you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. All you gotta do is really follow the signs. You know, starting off with Usher, being handed off to Diddy, and I just don't know what the hell happened.
There you go,
but
Cat.
It seems like
you go through it for me, I go through it for you. We need you.
I don't know. But something does seem a little off. He always looked like, he just looks tired all the time. All the time. He just looks really tired. They were saying that there's like a new tattoo on his back. It seems to look like it's Haley's face with like a, I don't know if it's like a cross or something. But people are just saying like, and you know, I got some tattoos. But they were just saying, man, a lot of times with these celebrities, they got all this money, but they tattoos just be looking weird. Not like what it is, but how it's done. People say like, it looked like somebody was like, my friend just started doing tattoos and he want to try something on me. That's what a lot of their tattoos look like.
Yeah, Cat.
I think they were saying something about he has like a tattoo, allegedly of Selena on his arm. And now he got Haley on his back. I mean, he wouldn't be the first person to have multiple women. But yeah, his performance when he was just in his boxers, I was like really trying to understand like the meaning behind that. Was he just trying to be raw?
See, and this is where we analyze the headline and read in between the lines. Here you have Justin Bieber doing a performance at the Grammys. Everything that's done at the Grammys is ritualistic humiliation. So when you look at this should tell you the in-between. First of all, this man is in his boxers and his socks in front of the world. That definitely should signal that he has been stripped of everything. That first should show you the humiliation ritual he's performing right now. He's being humiliated. He's basically naked on stage with just boxers and socks. The fact that yet his name has been brought up with Diddy's. You don't know if he's being punished. You don't know if he's being punished. And you don't know if he's being awarded. But what we do know is this is not normal activity. What we do know is that kids, children, watch. This is a Grammy Award show. This is not a concert. This is an award show. This is a family show. This man, grown man, is in his boxers and socks. So when I tell you, they have lost all respect for us, dignity, and anything in between of moral class and responsibility of our children, it is gone out the door. This is all about what they have done for them. And him having no clothes is humiliation, and further letting you know that he has been stripped of everything. What else can they do to him? What else can they do? What else can be done from what they have yet not done? Justin Bieber has been through a lot, and we still don't even know. Whatever we know is probably 10 times worse. So when we talking about this man in a position, knowing what's being done and the way it's being did, and he can do nothing about it. That's what's going on.
Oh, there was a mirror on stage. Is he? Because, you know, if you guys haven't seen, I talked about it before, but if you haven't seen his Yummy video and the breakdown on that video, just go watch it. I'm not going to sit here and say that is true and this and this and that and that. Just go watch it for yourself. The breakdown of what that video allegedly really means. Because I'm saying that to say, is there a hidden message here? Because the dude, he stripped down to his boxers. There's a mirror on stage. And I know there's something there. There has to be something there. You know, on the red carpet.
I ain't see that cat.
I seen this video. I don't know if there's truth to it, but it was this video about saying Justin Bieber pushes Haley away, and supposedly a lip reader was reading, and he said, "Don't grab me." When she reached out to him, it said, "Don't grab." He said, "Don't grab me," allegedly. Damn.
First of all, hold on, man. First of all, just look at this.
Pushes Haley away.
Look at the man's face, man. Look at this. Look at this for a sec. No, let's get real. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Now look at his face. Now look at this face. Look at that face right there. Look at that face. That face is saying, "I don't want to be here with her." That's a man's face telling you he don't want to be here with you. Women, all on here right now. Every woman on here right now. That man's face, that's the face of a man that don't want to be with you in public or be with you at all. You understand? And that's a woman's face that knows it. You understand? That face. Let's go back to this one. That body language right there let her know further that she is at the Grammys with Justin Bieber, #1 white boy in the game, and he just told you to move over, partner. Because he know what you own and what you about. You understand? And he also know whatever role you have played in his life that either helped him or hurt him. So again, let's go back to this. Look at that face. That face like, oh, okay, let's get these pictures. Because, she right here. I'm so ready to get the hell up out of here. I got to deal with this, please. That's what I'm talking about. So we're not going to play that role like we don't know what that means. Because when fam and them be talking about, oh, did he get some water? Or is he okay? Or he this or he mad? That man been like, forget her. And the fact that he probably was told that he had to bring her. That's another thing. You got to understand, man, these scripts are played out well. People pulling up with people like this, they want these stories to be in headlines. They want this to be juicy. They want the tabloids to stay tabloiding. They want TMZ to stay out here and to stay busy. So at the end of the day, this is always good for the cameras, for TV. And that's crazy because that's the situation. Hold up, Sugar. What happened, Sugar? Yeah, Cat, that's his woman. Yeah, that was her. What happened, Sugar? Sugar said I accidentally clicked off and I cannot get back. Oh, no, G. No, G. We clicking off because I was like, I ain't seen you a little minute, just fade to black. I'm like, did somebody say something wrong to Sugar? And I'm like, Sugar, let me tell you what you do, Sugar. This is how you look for me. Make sure you put your notification bell on all. You hear me? You go to no filters. You hit the channel. Hit view channel. Go. Make sure you type in no filters. Dealatofficial. You gotta type in no filters Dealatofficial and then hit view channel. And when you do that, you will see the live and go straight to live. So you will never go through. Because I said, did somebody say something here? Sugar just faded to black. Sugar ain't sweet no more. Everything got sour. So I'm like, what happened to Sugar? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? She found that. You know what I'm saying? So thank God you found your way back. You know what I'm saying? If you got lost, I was finna go tell somebody go find you. I ain't gonna, I'll go tell you, hey man, go get the keys and go get Sugar, man. Yeah, because she's somewhere out there. Yeah, she got lost, family, and fell off. We got to go pick her back up. Then spin a block. Go get Sugar, bring her back. You know what I'm saying? And she, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, go do that. Yeah, we ain't leaving nobody behind, man. That's all good. That's real. But no, that's real. Because we got to make sure we straight. But like I say, that's the face of a man that don't want to be with a woman publicly or period. And he tired. That man tired. That man had been done in several different ways. He done been done out of his mind. And now he can't even say what his mind is. And even in that, that's a real thing. So that's why I say understand that Bieber really have been in situations that put him in places now that he can't even identify himself no more. And I feel bad for that brother because he was young going through these things. So even at a young age where he's trying to find out who he is as a young boy turned young man, trying to turn into a young man, his life was taken advantage of. Period. At a time where he was learning and growing and what's right from wrong, he's literally taken advantage of. His age is sped up. His growth is sped up. His life is sped up. And I feel you too, Kat. I blame his mama. Because she is definitely to blame. She gave P. Diddy, she gave P. Diddy I don't even know why I can't think about it. Fam, what they call it when they sign your kid over to somebody? To where they have authority over your kid now? What's that called? Baby, you're right. She gave her rights over to Usher. That's true. She did. Because originally gave over to Usher and then it was given to Diddy some type of way. It was weird, but custody. I believe custody or something of that nature was given in a certain way. And because it was done in that manner, in that way, the rights for him was given, and he was able to be with that man like every day, all day. So we talking about Sugar said just like Bow Wow gave him away. That's real. Because when you think about how bad they did these people, you wouldn't even have known it happened like this. Hit that like button, double tap that screen, let's go.
And supposedly a lip reader was reading, and he said, "Don't grab me." When she reached out to him, it said, "Don't grab." He said, "Don't grab me," allegedly.
Because we're not together. You just heard.
Damn.
Because we're not together. You just heard.
Because it was going viral too with Cher talking about when Kendrick Lamar won his award for the song Luther. She said, because she was already struggling, she was thinking that she was reading some off the screen, and then she was just paused there. Then she finally opened the envelope and said, "Luther Vandross."
See you on 4. We live Monday through Friday.
But she meant to say for the song, like Kendrick is a winner for the song Luther. I don't think I'm going to watch. I'm just like trying to really understand the meaning behind. I was gonna watch a video from Sloan because he had looked like he did a breakdown and spill sesh as well, but it just seemed like something strange was going on, man. Let me see here. I'm not gonna play the video. I just want to look at some of the comments. They're saying Justin is completely.
What are you talking about, man? See, that's why I watch homie at times, but then I don't, because you get to doing all of that, and ain't none of that making no sense. This the back in the day Grammys.
Try Vive Organic with potent ingredients powered by plants. Give it a shot.
Shout out to
I tried watching Grammys on Sunday night, but every song sounded like it was written by ChatGPT and performed by someone at karaoke night at the bar. It was pure noise pollution, pop culture poison, fitting for the United States of Sodom and Gomorrah. It started off paying homage to the 30 million illegal aliens who have invaded the United States from Mexico and Central America, with some artists performing a song in their native language. Benito something or other. I couldn't care less. But of course, he's bisexual.
He dresses up in drag. He kisses his backup dancers of any gender, dismantling machismo. As a queer Latina woman, this is so important to me because he's starting.
Is the first transgender and gender non-binary duo who performed a satanic ritual. That's Sam Smith, by the way, who no longer identifies as a man or a woman. He's a non-binary person. I know. Don't even get me started. That ritual was brought to you by Pfizer, by the way, and that's not a joke.
The 65th Grammy Awards is sponsored by Pfizer.
Aside from celebrating Satan, the Grammys also celebrated gluttony, praising singer Lizzo for her body positivity messages. But at least we now know that the supposed Chinese spy blimp was just her on her way to the Grammys. So no need for concern. And I have no idea what language this person is speaking or what planet he is from. What is this gibberish? category at the Grammys this year. However, a Grammy for black people.
I'm honored to be here to present a brand new award that the Recording Academy.
Now, that should tell you even more how bad and how crazy it is, because that wasn't even this year.
I tried watching the Grammys on.
So when you look at the timing of that year and what was going on, that's how you know more and more how worse and worse, how bad and bad, how crazy and crazy it got. And then on top of that, it make you think even more that it can't do nothing but get worse and worse. So when I keep talking about rituals and humiliations and prayers and demonic stuff going up every day, every minute, every hour, that's how much more they winning than those that don't believe in it is losing. We are really losing the battle right now. And even though it's written that we win the war, you need to understand what part you play in losing the battle. Because this battle is truly happening, and it's happening, and this is going on. But you need to understand what side you on, and you need to understand, is you telling people about it? Or are you sharing this with the world? Because at the end of the day, what good is it that you just know? What good is it that you just know? If you don't go tell your cousins, your fam, your best friends, your loved ones, your partners, what good is it that you just know? Especially if you ain't gonna do good with it, what good is it that you know? If you don't care about what you know, pass it along. If you don't care about what you know, just pass it along, fam. Because at the end of the day, we need you. As always, fam, you know what the level is. You know it's right here with your boy Dealatofficial and my fam, and there's no filters Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. There's only one way to do it, and only one way to do it only. Right here with your boy Dealatofficial. As always, fam, I truly appreciate you, and each and every one of y'all pulling up, making sure that you're coming in comfortable, making sure that we here to inform, understand, and be aware that if it walk like a duck, talk like one, we know what it is, and we here is duck season. You hear me? We truly appreciate you understanding. Right now, as always, fam, we're here to bring light to darkness, letting you know that we living in a time that good is bad and the bad is looked at as good, and we need to make some decisions on how we view things and what we do to save your life and our family. As always, fam, never forget, bam, with the raffle, one woman, one man will win a No Filters Classic hoodie signed by your boy Dealatofficial, sponsored by Nene Love Savvy TV. Never forget the Cash App. Never forget the Super Chat. Never forget the stickers. Always in there for your liking and understanding for you to be a part of this family. Always become a member. Today, join. Today, we're here to save your life. But you can always subscribe for free. And understand that it takes no money or nothing to just double tap that screen and hit that like button and notification bell on all to make sure you do not miss your boy Dealatofficial Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. As always, fam, don't forget when you come in, you get you something to eat, you get you something to drink, you get you something to smoke if that's what you do. Cause you see the title, fam. You were here with your boy Dealatofficial, my fam. And this is No Filters. I got you, CM4. Good night, family. Sugar, Lori, Cat, Chris, you know what it is. Y'all be safe. Star Baby, y'all be safe. God bless. Y'all have a good night.